Hey, Avonte, thanks for taking the time today.
No problem.
We'll get started here with Mike Kay and then Jeff McLean.
Hey, Avonte, thanks for doing this. Jonathan Gannon's talked about setting players up for success in his scheme. I was curious, how has he done that for you so far? And then also, what do you like about his coaching approach?
Uh, I'll just start off with JG. He's a very intelligent guy. Just being here so far, and he's definitely putting his players in the best schemes. To play at their best. And for me, I just I like his concepts, and I just like listening to him because he got the bright mind and it's like he know everything. So from there I take everything he say in, and I try to use it on the field. Any place I'm at and get things right.
We'll go to Jeff and then John McMullen.
Avonte, we've seen you play inside, outside, a corner, even a little safety. Where do you think you end up?
I don't know. I mean, I wherever I'm needed, I'm always willing to play. Outside, inside, back in. That's why I say his scheme is very very great in a way of I want to learn everything. So from there on, I just pay attention as much as I can in these meetings, and I got my pen, my notebook out, and I'm taking notes everywhere. Because you never know. A lot of players go down. You guys just move around the secondary. So I pride myself in learning all positions as the most part.
Go ahead, John and then Martin.
Hey, Avonte. Good to see you, first of all, but a lot of newness for you. Denard Wilson, new secondary coach, DK McDonald as well. Uh, what are your sort of first impressions of those guys?
I like them. They got a lot of energy, and they're every day they're coming to challenge each and every one of us in that room, and get us better on and off the field. Off the field in the weight room, they make sure we attacking that, and on the field, make sure we learn and take technique very serious, and learn this scheme as fast as we can. And they've been doing a great job so far. They're not uptight or anything, but I love the energy they're bringing, and it's fun to be in the room.
Martin and then Les.
Hi, Avante. Good seeing you as always.
Always.
So last year was obviously not the season you probably wanted to have personally. I mean, how much of a factor were the injuries, and just how would you assess the way last season went overall?
Personally, that's I have a lot of pride in myself, and I have a lot of confidence in myself, and that's what it is. My confidence is sky high. Stepping on and off the field, no matter what anyone says to me, I'm going to make sure I can be the best player I can be. And if I'm not doing as well, and I'm gonna hold myself accountable for that, and I expect everyone else to hold me accountable for it as well. So, me being me, I'm finding the things I need to fix. I'm working on the things I need to do to get better, and I'm gonna come out this year, and it's gonna be way more better than last year. Because I'm gonna get things right on my end, and help the team as much as I can.
Go ahead, Les and then Ed.
Hey, Avante.
Hey.
So the concepts you were talking about that you like hearing Gannon talk, give us an idea of what you mean by that. Like, what is he telling you?
Not just the way he run his schemes, and like more recognition on route concepts, or landmarks on the field, like just where things will be, formations, you see. So just listening to him, and everything's new. So when I'm in here, I'm trying to gather as much as I can, much information as I can. And when I talk and I hear him talk, I'm just like, yeah, you're right. Like that's that. Like that's gonna be that. And he makes it easier for you. You don't want to work smarter, not harder. So he's a smart guy. Like I said, the smarter he is, smart football will win you some games.
Do you think it will be easier to play on the back end in this scheme than it was in the previous scheme?
I mean, it does. Is any scheme is a challenge at some point. It's always a challenge, but it's just as fast as how fast can you learn it. I feel like, and we got a smart defense right here, and it's me only been with this coaching group for this year, and a lot of guys are working hard and inhaling it in, and we doing well so far. So I like it.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Ed, and then Nick.
Hey, Avonte, you look good. Good to see you.
Thank you.
There seems to be this school of thought that the Eagles need another corner, another experienced corner on the outside. When you look at this cornerback room, what do you see?
I see a bunch of great-looking guys, that's ready to go out there and compete, work hard, compete with each other, hold each other accountable. This back end is good. I mean, we still got guys in here. You got our leaders with Slay and Rodney, and Ant brought in a great concept with us. And me, I'm getting a little bit older now. If y'all don't notice, I might be getting a little gray hair, but I'm getting there. So I'm starting to get a little bit older out there. So now you got me out there. You got a bunch of great leaders back there, and I'm rocking with whoever we have in there, and whoever we bring in, I'm happy for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to teach him like Zach. I'm giving him as much information as I can. He coming from college, and you coming into the NFL. You want veterans that'll talk to you. And I had that same treatment when I came in. I had guys that helped me, and came up to me and helped me. And that's what I try to do for Zach. Any other person coming in, because you help somebody, you take the team a long way.
Who helped you? If I could follow up, who were some of the guys that helped you when you came in?
All of them guys. We had Jink, Darby, Jay Mills, Rodney. Even Sidney Jones and Rasul, them guys was only 2 years in, but they had more. They've been in the defense longer than me, and every single one of them was willing to help me. It was never a time where it was like a cold shoulder. So that's what I like the culture around here with the players and coaches and things like that. That's coming around, and for the Philadelphia Eagles, that's a good thing.
Thanks, Avonte.
Go ahead, Nick, and then Dave.
Hi, Avonte. I wanted to, and just keeping along the lines of that conversation. I got the impression from the previous coaching staff that they really liked your ability to pick things up quickly. Your leader in the room, as far as asking questions, answering questions, things like that. Has that always been the case with you? And if so, how is that helping you? You mentioned that everything is new. How is that helping you? With this new system?
It's helped us a lot. I mean, I was always told with my family, closed mouths don't get fed. So if I keep my mouth closed and don't ask questions, I'll never know. And then I thought of it okay, maybe somebody don't know the same thing I don't know, and they don't want to ask. So if I ask a question, then that just answers their question. So I just try to ask as many questions as I can, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be wrong out there. I don't want no one to look at me like I don't know. He don't know what he's doing. I want to be that guy that knows where he's at, what he's doing, what he's told. So it won't be no secondhand guesses on anything. So it's always been like that, and ever since college and since I got in the NFL, I always taking notes. I rewrite the notes over and put them together. Sometimes they spread it out and put them together, so I can have everything in one spot. So when I look over it, I know what I'm looking at, and then if I got some comparisons on things, I put them in the same category, and that makes it a lot more easier for me.
Go ahead, Dave, and then Mike.
Hey, Avonte. What's it been like getting to know Anthony Harris a little bit, and how much have you guys kind of been leaning on him, given his knowledge of having played for Gannon before?
Yeah, I actually met Anthony Harris in Florida. He was training at Bomberitos, and I had came in a little bit later, and I had met him then. And, I just walked over to him like, yo, Ant, what's up, man? I'm Avonte. Introduced myself. And he knew who I was, and he's like, yo, what's up, man? And then after that, the next day, the next day he came in, we had a long conversation and just talking football. And he has a lot of knowledge, just hearing him talk. And every day, when I catch myself talking to Coach JG, I just look to my left. I see Ant standing right there. I'm like, I'm going to say, Ant right here, get me right. So anytime I got a question, definitely within this defense, Rod has been around and Ant. So I always go up to Ant and I ask him, what do you see here? Or what would you do here? Because he has a lot of experience playing in the back end with this defense scheme. And, that's a great add to our defense.
When you met him, that was already after he had signed here?
Yeah, he signed here, and then I had went to Florida to train a little bit in Bomberitos, and he was there. So I just went up to him because I knew he signed here, and I wanted to introduce myself to him.
start picking his brain right then?
Yeah, start picking his brain right then and there. And he probably started picking my brain. See where I'm at.
Thanks, man.
All right, we have time for one more, so we'll end it here with Mike.
Hey, Avonte, you said earlier that you wanted to improve on stuff from last year. If there was one specific thing that you could improve on from last year, what would that be?
Eyes. And Denard, he already preaching on it now, and that's one of his biggest emphasis in our back end is your eyes. Your eyes take you where you gotta go, and that's the most important thing. Which is true. You get your eyes get your eyes in the right spot. You can't be beat, and you won't be missing out on plays, big plays you can make. So, that's one thing that I've been telling myself. I probably write it down in my book every day. Eyes. I go out on the field, eyes. And that's the biggest thing. But other than that, probably little things with technique at the line or at the top of the route, things like that. But eyes, I feel like the biggest thing.
Is it a matter of trusting your eyes, or is it a matter of maybe timing things differently, or what do you mean by eyes? Just if you could explain.
Just have I mean, of course, trusting them, but it's eyes. Like if I'm at last year, okay, say if I'm at corner and we have like a nub tight end, and you looking at, you gotta look at that tight end. You gotta look and see his release. You don't just look at him for a second. As soon as release, your eyes go to the backfield, because then he could be running for a route. He could be fake blocking, running up. So I just gotta keep my eyes there, trust my eyes where they at. So that's what I figure. I just gotta get my eyes to where I'm going. If I'm breaking to a landmark, I gotta get my eyes there, and it's gonna take me there, then look up. So that's just little things like that with my eyes, and I feel like that'll improve your game a lot more because, you're not just breaking in on the quarterback, but you're not really seeing where he's doing it if you don't get your eyes there first.
All right, thank you for the time, Avonte.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Avonte.